So, Linda, in that McDonald's bag, there's one for you, and there's one for Lana. There is a pull-apart donut. And you mentioned that you wanted to try one.
Yes.
So I got you one.
Wonderful.
In there.
And I'm supposed to sit here and stare at this the entire time.
Well,
waiting.
I can play the news, the
okay.
Wall Street. I can play the Wall Street Business Report. Give you a minute.
That's quite all right. Because then I'd have it, all over myself. So that would
well,
be
they're not that messy. I haven't seen.
They might not be, but that doesn't mean I couldn't manage to get, icing a little here and there. So yeah.
Well, I was looking over a list. I've got a. And this is a new thing, too. I can print from my phone.
Sure.
Have been for a while, AirPrint. But ever since... No, that's not true. Anyway. It's telling me that there's some kind of a security thing I need to be aware of with my printer, which I don't understand. Okay. I'm going to run a few of these past Aaron. I don't know if these are true or not. This is the truth about children.
Okay.
These are truths about children. A baby usually wakes up in the wee hours of the morning.
Of course. They want to play in the middle of the night. I had one that did that.
Yeah.
3 a.m. or 2 a.m. was a great time to wake up and want to play. Tiny baby, yeah. And about the time everybody else was supposed to get up, she was, zonked out again. It was wonderful. Yes.
A youth becomes a man when the marks he wants to leave on the world have nothing to do with tires.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. An unbreakable toy is useful for breaking other toys.
Very good. Can be used as hammers and, clubs and, oh, yeah, pry bars and whatever you want to use it for. You know it.
Celibacy is not hereditary.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Doesn't have anything to do with kids.
No, that's
not.
true. Not true.
Yes.
Familiarity breeds children.
Could.
Yeah.
Could very well. Yes.
Having children is like having a bowling alley installed in your brain.
Oh, goodness.
Let's see. Having children will turn you into your parents.
Yeah, that can. Because you hear yourself, and then the worst thing is when your kids all say, that isn't, I don't want to hear, and then all of a sudden they have kids and they hear themselves saying something that you told them that your parent said to you.
Right.
And it's a oh my God moment. I have evolved or something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's see. It now costs more to amuse a child than it once did to educate his father.
Oh, yeah.
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 Because look at the toys that you have to buy.
Yeah, and there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Quite truthfully, children need to learn how to play by themselves, entertain themselves, be bored once in a while. Go around, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Well, find something to do. Go clean something,
Yeah.
Go rake the yard, go mow. They need to learn how to do these things. Because I'll tell you what, you can always tell a kid that's been raised in the country because they know how to work.
Ah, okay.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and they show cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter does, because this is her thing. She loves it. She's got a gift. She's like a whisperer to animals or something.
Oh, wow.
And they said if she ever gets in trouble, her mother says, you can take away her phone, you can take away her computer, you can take her television away. She doesn't care at all. Tell her she can't go out and do chores. Oh, my God, you might as well have, stabbed her in the heart.
Ended the world, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
The world is ended.
One more here for you, Linda. If you have trouble getting your children's attention, just sit down and look comfortable.
That's a fact. Like you're trying to have a moment's peace. Yes. And you do know when you have children and pets, you can never go to the bathroom by yourself.
That's true.
ever.
I know on the pet part anyway.
You know, the cat will stick their paw into the door like you're doing something secret in there, and there's another door out, and they're going to miss something.
Yeah.
Or a dog is just going to sit there and glare at you like you're doing something they should be involved in.
That's right. That's right.
And the kid will immediately want something.
Yeah.
You know, like you have abandoned them.
Yeah, some dogs or cats, dogs probably primarily, or at least I'm more familiar with dogs, love to grab the toilet paper and run with it.
Well, see, that's why I think there's people that are most annoying. Instead of having it rolled over off the front, they roll it off the back. Because, you know, a cat can't get up there and then just pop, and have a tremendous pile on the floor because it keeps rolling it the other direction.
You know, I never thought about that. I always thought it was like a left brain, right brain thing.
No, well, that could be too, but some of it has to do with little kids and cats.
Yeah.
Because they can't just keep pulling it because it doesn't work that way. It rolls the other direction.
Oh,
but
okay.
Here's one.
All right.
Having a teenage daughter is like having a cat that only comes out to eat and hisses when you try to be nice. I saw that on Facebook and I sent it to my daughter and she said, it's true.
It's true.
Because she's got a teenage daughter and yeah, it's easy. You don't know what to say because you don't know what kind of reaction you're ever going to get. You know, it could be, or, you know, they could be in a good mood, and then you wonder what's wrong with them if they're really pleasant. It's like, wait, this isn't normal. What's What's going on? What's
Something's going on, and you're never going to find out.
No,
until it's too late.
Because it's going to be so trivial. You know, what 2 hours from now, they won't even know what they were wild about it.
Yeah. No, it's just it's kind of a crazy deal. So, speaking of the pets,
yes,
tomorrow or tonight at the Ocotillo is the Muttville Comics, Mr. Johnny Pierce, and Johnny gathers up rescue dogs, trains them, and takes them on the road, and performs with the rescue dogs, and they'll be Johnny and his. Muttville Comics are going to be at the Ocotillo tonight at 6 o'clock. So if you're not going to be at the baseball game today, if you'd rather be indoors.
There's other things that you can do.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So you can go see Johnny and the Muttville Comics tonight, 6 o'clock at the Ocotillo. So,
and you know, pets are so wonderful. Dog lovers. And they're so cute. You know, if you see them on America's Got Talent, everybody oohs and ahs over the dogs when they do their tricks.
Yep.
Because they're just so cute, and they're doing it and they want the response, you know, the pet behind the ear or whatever, the scratch, the little treat. They're doing it because they love you and they want to make you happy.
Yeah. There was, you can see some of these clips on the internet. You know, David Letterman, when he used to be funny before he went crazy.
I never thought he was funny at all, even before he was
I got a kick out of him in the early days. A little different, but anyway, he used to do the stupid pet tricks.
Oh, yeah.
And so the owners would come on with their pets and do these dumb tricks. And the one that Lana came across was a beagle that would play dead. So he's holding the beagle and he says, "Play dead," and she just flops over like she's
gone.
Gone. You know,
down for the count.
Wake up, and she's up, ready for her treat. You know, so play dead. You know. So I think that qualified as a stupid pet pet trick. And then of course
but teaching a dog to do that was a very smart dog.
Oh yeah very, very smart with all of that. But so that's tonight, so if you're looking for something to do and you want to see the guy with the trained performing pets,
I think
be
they
sure to get
were
your tickets.
here yesterday because there was a big long trailer back there, and I saw somebody unloading and they had hula hoops and everything else, and I thought, aha.
That was it. Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was hoping that Candace would come in yesterday and talk about it, but she didn't come in yesterday. So I'm doing it for her. So
alrighty.
Since she wasn't here. So we've had a week of pot sales in New Mexico.
Yeah, you know the funniest thing.
Have you run out and bought yours?
Are you kidding? They ain't going to make a dime off of me. No. I want to be aware of my surroundings at all times.
Yeah.
Plus the fact, how many accidents on the road are going to happen because of this?
Yeah. Well, we're fixing to find out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, maybe it's a great income maker and a great sales tax revenue for the state. But they were estimating the other day, what did we have? Over $1 million in like 4 hours of sales.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was 2 point something, and then the next day it was 3, and they said, and we're estimating $50 million a year. I thought, boy, your math is really off, honey. If you can't figure out $1 million a day, and there's 365 days in a year, and if you subtract the weekends, that's 104 days that maybe sales won't be happening. So your math is a little bit off.
Well, let's see. So if it's, well, they said how much a year? They predicted
50 million.
50 million. Okay, so we'll take 50 million and we'll divide it by 52.
Okay, 52 weeks.
So that's 961,000 a week. Or $1 million a week,
yeah, right.
basically.
Sure.
A little under $1 million a week. And so if you divide that by 6, let's just say they're open Monday through Saturday, they would have to generate $160,000 a day.
Yeah, well, I think they're a little bit off.
Sales.
Yeah, they're way off.
Yeah, so the governor was touting, was it 5 million in sales after the first 4 or 5 days?
Oh, could have been.
So maybe that's where they're getting maybe that's where they're getting their numbers from.
3 million and something after the 2 days.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, your math is way off, honey.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, it will be a revenue source for the state. They'll generate some money from it. There are some people who normally would fall under a criminal activity if that's their only criminal activity, now there's an incentive for them not to be criminal in their activity. It will open up some retail space in some towns and places around the state that otherwise, are boarded up and dead. And there'll be a few people that have jobs. But I don't know if it's going to have the overall impact on the total economy of the state of New Mexico that some of our other industries have. Commissioner Henry was on saying that in February, the county got their check from the state for their portion of the oil and gas revenue tax collections, and it was over $6 million.
Yeah.
And that was Eddy County's portion in 1 month. And I have a feeling that's going to be a lot more, and that's just Eddy County's portion.
Right.
So the biggest chunk of that went to the state. So I don't think it's going to be the revenue generator that they claim it's going to be. Plus, there's now these new social costs, which we're probably dealing with a certain amount of that anyway. I mean, it's not like nobody was on drugs, and now we have legal recreational marijuana, and now we're going to have all these people on drugs we're going to have to deal with. We've been dealing with that, or supposed to be dealing with it
well, here's
as a society for a while now. So,
company that works in our building, they drug test their oil field.
Yeah.
Well, I have a marijuana card, a medical marijuana card. Well, I don't care. You didn't pass the drug test.
Yeah.
We can't have you out on a rig endangering your life or anybody else's life because you screw up because you're high.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So where are you,
The medical marijuana is good. That means you won't be thrown in jail.
Right.
Or now the laws have changed a little bit. But it still doesn't mean you can run heavy equipment or you can be a part of this aspect of things.
So you better think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that a lot of people do, or at least the ones that get into that type of a situation.
Well, what if you have one of these, and I know they work. I've got a couple of people that have real bad arthritis and back pains and hold that thought.
Hold that thought. All right, we're going to go to
continued.
That's right. This is